Good evening. Right now, Metro Police are desperately searching for the person or people responsible for killing a man and a woman.
I got a male down in the middle of the street.
Breaking news now, a triple shooting leaves 2 dead.
Never expect for somebody to tell you your loved one was murdered.
This Labor Day will mark 42 years that have haunted the St. Cloud family.
30 years. 30 years this family has waited for answers.
A couple months go by, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you really start to struggle with the idea that the case might not get solved and that somebody might get away with murder.
It's very unfortunate that we have any cold cases at all, and certainly unfortunate that we have as many as we do. And that's why Ryan's work and the work of Project Cold Case is so important.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for joining me today. As you hopefully know, we are closing in on our 5th annual Year of Hope. It's coming up this Saturday, our annual fundraiser. So we're busy preparing for that, getting our auction items ready, getting the event and venue space ready. So today we're going to give you just a kind of brief sneak peek at the auction items you can expect to see this year, give you a little insight, invite you, give you some of those details about our event, make sure you know everything you need to know to come out and join us on Saturday. So again, for those of you that may not know, I'm Ryan Backman, the founder and executive director of Project Cold Case. Our organization serves families that have lost loved ones to unsolved homicide. We do that by raising awareness for their loved ones' cases, providing peer support, support meetings, and help them to schedule meetings with law enforcement, with prosecutors, anybody. If they have questions, we try to help them get those answered, and ultimately share all their loved ones' stories in an attempt to reach someone that has information that may be willing to come forward now that wasn't in the past. So once a year, we do a fundraiser here in Jacksonville, Florida. We call it the Year of Hope because that's our mission, is to always provide hope to families that are still waiting for answers in their loved one's case. This is our 5th annual Year of Hope. So we have been in existence now as an organization officially for 5 years. We're really excited about that. We've grown by leaps and bounds over those 5 years. When we first started, we really didn't know if Project Cold Case was as needed and necessary as I personally thought it was. We quickly found out that we would be able to help a lot of people. So let's get started. Again, Saturday, January 25th, 2020, from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Hardage Giddens Oaklawn Legacy Lodge Event Center here in Jacksonville, Florida. The address is 1601 Oaklawn Place in Jacksonville, Florida. However, Google has had a hard time catching up with the times when it comes to that address. It will get you there to the venue, but the street was changed last year from Inman Place to Oaklawn Place, and I think Google still struggles with that a little bit. But if you're familiar with the area in Jacksonville, Florida, it's right off of San Jose Boulevard, just north of University, the Lakewood area of town. There's a business on the corner called Calico Corners. And if anybody has driven down San Jose Boulevard at any point in the last 20 plus years, you've seen Calico Corners. And so our venue is directly behind that. So that's how you'll find it. Just north of Oaklawn Cemetery, the Legacy Lodge Event Center, behind Calico Corners. So this year we're going to have all new items, some repeats from the past, things that our attendees have grown to know and love. Well, I guess before I get to that, I've had number of people ask. The event is free. It's open to the public and it's free. So there's no ticketed charge to get in. We provide heavy hors d'oeuvres for those in attendance. It's a cash bar, but non-alcoholic drinks are covered. So come on down. You don't have to pay to be a part of it. You can eat, you can have a few drinks, and you can learn what Project Cold Case does, how we help, meet some of the families that we help, and and see kind of some of the things that we accomplished in 2019 and what our goals are for 2020. So that being said, we do a silent auction. It's a fundraiser. We're trying to raise money to help these families and provide these services to families all over. So one of the ways we do that is through a silent auction item. This year, we were able to get a hotel stay here locally, a little staycation package down the Courtyard by Marriott Oceanfront in Jacksonville Beach, donated a 2-night stay. So we're going to package that with some a dinner and a bottle of wine, and you can stay in town and go enjoy our own beautiful beaches here in Jacksonville, out there in Jacksonville Beach. And that was, again, the Courtyard by Marriott Oceanfront down in Jax Beach. So we're really excited to have a staycation included this year. We also have some American Girl dolls that were donated to the organization, new in box. Tenny is one of them, and then Addie is the other. So we'll have 2 of those available for anybody that's looking, has a young one with a birthday coming up, or maybe next Christmas. So those will be a popular item, I'm sure. If anybody has seen man crates, these things are great. They literally come packaged like that in a crate with a crowbar, a little miniature crowbar, and you use the little miniature crowbar to get in there. This particular man crate, and they have all kinds of crates. They do jerkies. They do like pint glasses, personalized pint glasses. But this one is a Bass Masters. It's got a couple of jigs for bass fishing. It's got a portable scale, a number of items that you would need when you go out bass fishing. So be sure to check that out when you get there. We'll have a little post that has everything that is included in that crate, but we left the crate as is with the little crowbar so that whoever wins it can check it out. Our slideshow's going the wrong way there. Again, this year, the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens donated an elephant painting experience, and this is something that just is really, really cool to participate in. You get to go behind the scenes in the elephant enclosure and learn about the elephants, and then they'll pull a canvas, get some of your favorite paint colors, and take you out to the elephant barn where an elephant will grab hold of the brush with its trunk and paint a portrait for you to take home. So that's a really popular item, and one that they don't give out very often. So we're super appreciative of the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens and our connections over there that make sure we got that again this year. Hey, look, who doesn't love Caddyshack, right? So this year we have a Bushwood Country Club flag pin signed by Chevy Chase. So if that won't look good in your man cave, then you need a new man cave. So that's something that I'm sure will be an exciting item to bid on. Anybody that was alive when the Sandlot came out is a fan, whether you like baseball or not. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. We've got an autographed picture of the cast. We've got the DVD included, and then as you can see there in that image, we've got 2 antique vintage baseball mitts that will come with that package as well. So that's going to be really cool for somebody to share with their youngsters maybe. So excited about that one. Artis Gilmore, local legend, took Jacksonville University to the Final Four in the championship game back in the 60s, mid 60s. So local legend, we still see him wandering around downtown occasionally and on the campus at JU. So there's a picture of him in his JU jersey playing, signed, autographed, 8x10. So we will. That's kind of the start to what we're doing. We got a couple other things here. We'll show some as slideshows and then show some of the others. So we work really closely with law enforcement, not just locally, but all around the country. We've made a lot of contacts with law enforcement, and we've heard some really cool stories and been able to help on a lot of great things. And one of our good friends and supporters is a Texas Ranger, and Josh Ray, and he's been a supporter for a few years now. We're always in touch trying to figure out how we can work together and help each other out. And anybody that's lived in Texas, from Texas, spent any time in Texas knows that the Texas Rangers are the coolest people on the planet, and that they are celebrities in their own right, and people love to see them, meet them, interact with them. It's a really cool thing, and they're very engaged with the public. They carry around pictures, autographs, so that they can autograph and give them to fans and kids throughout the state. So what we found out is that the Rangers will occasionally donate items to charities, and it raises a significant amount of money, especially in Texas, because they're so well known and so popular. So Josh Ray donated his personal handcuffs that he has used literally his entire career as a Texas Ranger, and I don't know if you can see that, how well you can see that, but they're engraved. So the handcuffs are completely engraved all over. On the front, they say Texas Rangers, Joshua Ray, and his ID number, law enforcement ID number. On this side, it says Texas Rangers, Company A, which is the company he's with, and again, his law enforcement ID number. But they're engraved, official, real handcuffs. I do not have a key, so please do not borrow these and handcuff yourself to the urinal or anything at the event, because you will be stuck there forever. But they come with a letter from Josh indicating that they are his personal handcuffs that he's used in his career. They have been used to arrest suspects in homicide cases, as well as other investigations that Josh has been a part of. And it comes with a signed picture of his Company A that he signed to send with it. So you're not going to find these. We tried. You're not going to find these on eBay. You're not going to find these anywhere else. This is a completely unique item and really cool item that will be available at our auction on Saturday and nowhere else. So we're super excited about that and appreciate Josh supporting us in that way. What else we got, Clint? Let's see. To all of our craft beer fans out there, we've got a 4-pack of craft beer, a growler to Brews, the filling station. Brews has 3 locations in Jacksonville, one in Atlantic Beach, one in Bartram Park, and a newest one out in Riverside. So you get a growler, you get a $50 gift card to fill that growler a couple of times, and then some random T-shirts and sweatshirts of your favorite craft breweries from both locally and around the country there. So so our craft beer fans will be excited about that, and we'll get to enjoy some beer. Again, with the contacts we make, some of the people we know, we don't know all the really cool people, but we know a lot of cool people that know even cooler people. So, so NCIS, we have some connections there. We're able to provide us with items from the show NCIS. So that's a signed script by the cast, a hat. Is that a shirt or is that a jacket? It's a jacket. It's actually a really nice big jacket. Yeah. So so that'll be up for auction. As a separate auction, we also have this signed cast image with a hat and a pen set. So you can see there each cast member, including Mark Harmon, has signed the image. Mark Harmon did sign the script as well, but not everybody from this picture was in that episode, so it's a little bit different. But you can see those are the latest cast members from NCIS, and each one of them signed it. So that's pretty cool stuff. We have a really good friend that works out at White Oak. If you don't know anything about White Oak, it's a conservation area here in north of Jacksonville and Yulee, just below the St. Mary's River and the Georgia line. And they work really hard on conservation, have giraffes, rhinos, cheetahs, all kinds of animals. And you can go out there and do a conservation tour, and they'll take you around in a Jeep and show you all of that. Not very many people, again, get to do that. It's a pretty exclusive venue, and we're really excited to have that again this year. Total Wine donated a wine tasting for 20, so you'll be able to take a whole bunch of friends, go out there. They have a couple of different classes that you can pick from, whether it's tasting specific type wines or knowing the differences between wines. They'll be providing that, so we'll have that available as well. Mambo's Cuban Cafe also donated a private event for up to 20 people, catering included. The cost will be, we have a menu that you'll choose from, but there's basically a $50 service fee, and then whatever you pay for the auction item, and that's what it'll cost you to host a private event at Mambo's for up to 20 people. So it's a $500 value. So I mean, I know some people already that have mentioned they'll be eyeballing that for fantasy football drafts. We were trying to do a support meeting there. If we end up with it, we may host a support meeting there. So lots of great ideas and things that we could potentially do. Alligator Farm is one of those that donates year in and year out. Down in St. Augustine. So a great venue, such a cool place to go. I've been going there since I was a little kid. Great place to take the kids. I think it's a family 4-pack. You get 4 tickets for with the auction if you win the auction. So be sure and check that out. We get things donated by private donors all the time. This is like a specific, cheese tray and olive apron. Those things are, available as private donations, that come in. Let's see what else we got. So just some golf. We got Blue Sky donated a foursome. I think the cart fees were included in that with cart fees. So whatever you get that auction item for, you'll be able to go out with the boys and girls and have a day out on the golf course. And then not to be outdone, the TPC Sawgrass donated the Pete Dye's Valley Course foursome. So that's a very prestigious course, sister course to the stadium course, which is the one that the Players is hosted on. So we're in Jacksonville, so we've got our Jaguar memorabilia. We got a DJ Chark football signed. If you haven't seen this yet, he was just announced that he's going to be a Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowl alternate because I guess a couple people got hurt, and then a couple people were playing in the Super Bowl. So DJ Chark, second-year player, first-time Pro Bowler. Excited for him. Congratulations to him. And now you will have an autographed football if you bid on it, and then a Keelan Cole signed mini helmet. So what's that? Oh yeah. Okay. So sorry, we're trying to get through this other stuff. So we also have we have a lot of memorabilia stuff because that seems to be stuff that sells. But then we also have some art, and this is Mike Bear photography. And this image, I'm not going to remember what it is. It's in France. It's actually a photograph, and every time I look at it, I think it's a painting. But it's a really pretty photograph. It's signed and numbered, number 6 of 250. And like I said, we've got some more information on it. I just don't have it in front of me, but it's a photograph taken in a little village in France. So that'll be framed, matted and framed, so that'll be up for auction as well. We have any James Patterson fans out there, the Alex Cross series. This is, I guess, Alex Cross's child, Allie Cross, and then another series that he's doing, and that is actually signed. A little book plate is signed in there by James Patterson, so we will be auctioning that off. Let's see, we have the Jacksonville Symphony has provided us with tickets to a symphony, kind of a concert of your choice, but this comes with parking. It comes with a reception, an intermission reception with the conductor, and I think we're going to pair that up with a Roy's gift card as well. One of our interns works at Roy's, and they helped us out, donated those gift cards. So we'll include that so you can go to dinner and a show. We got some pampering going on. We've got a nice robe here with a gift certificate for getting your nails done and to Massage Envy, so that you can buy that for your wife, so that when you're buying the handcuffs or the autographed memorabilia, you can tell you were thinking about her too. This is a piece of art. It's a coral fan. It's hard to see in the image. You can see what the image is, but it's printed on like thick masonite, and then it's in a floating frame, and it's 43 inches by 43 inches. So it's it's almost 4 foot by 4 foot. It's a big old piece of art, and it's really, really pretty. So that'll be up for auction. That was Paragon was a company that works with my wife that was kind enough to donate that to us this year for our auction. Oh, and Clint got fancy with some pictures. One of our longest time supporters, and actually a board member, Ryan Hoback, owns Hobie's Honey and General Store out in Mandarin. It's on San Jose Boulevard out there next to what used to be the Tree Steakhouse. Now it's called the Chop House something. I can't remember. But Ryan always donates gift baskets. His store is full of jellies, jams, honey, spices, candy, all kinds of things, and they're always some of the most popular items at our auction. So this, as you can see there's some beets and some spices for your grilling pleasure. And I believe that picture was taken on our rooftop deck. So Clint making good use of our resources here and mixing it up a little bit so we could fancy up these images. That'll be a gift basket that we will send out, that we'll be auctioning off. And here is a scarf that was donated, and it's art that's printed on a scarf, and Eden Scarves, and it's obviously you can see there it's got like a compass on it, and it's blue and green, very nautical looking, and very pretty, very big also, as you can see there, the scale. It's a nice size scarf, so that'll be available to pick up at our auction. Jumbo Shrimp hooked us up like always. Big supporters. We really appreciate them over there. What you see there is 2 shirts and 2 hats. That will come with 4 reserved seats to a game. You just have to give them 2 weeks notice. They'll get you 4 reserved seats and a certificate to watch the fireworks from the field. So that's something that not everybody gets to do. And we've had really, really good reports. We've had that a couple times now, and everybody that wins that really enjoys the down on the field fireworks display after the game. So thank you to the Jumbo Shrimp, and come on out and bid on that. more art. One of our biggest supporters, Lori Avampado, is paints in her free time. She's provided two prints last year, so she's providing 2 again this year. That being one of them with the floral arrangement there, and then. Anybody that came to our event last year, was paying attention last year, knows that we had a really, really unique and special item kind of donated. Well, not kind of, it was donated, but kind of, at the last minute, we thought we might get it. We really couldn't believe it until it was in hand. Then when it was in hand, we were just shocked, and they donated it again this year. So. Last year we got a gold record, Lynyrd Skynyrd gold record donated. This year we've got a double platinum record donated, Lynyrd Skynyrd. And again, what makes these unique is that this was actually presented to Ronnie Van Zant to commemorate the sale of more than 2 million copies of the MCA Records album, cassette, and CD, One More From the Road. So as you see here it's got the 1 million commemoration, 1 million copies. Here's the 2 million commemoration. The album, the CD, and the cassette. And this was, presented to Ronnie Van Zant himself. This particular platinum album hung in Freebird Live, the music venue out in Jacksonville Beach, for years. And you can still see the paint on the side that got on it and the thick glue on it around the edges that kept it on the wall from being stolen. But then further provenance, this was donated to us by the Van Zant family, Melody Van Zant, Ronnie's daughter. And she writes on the back, Project Cold Case 5th Annual Year of Hope, and she signs it. So you know that this came directly from the Van Zant family. And that it was, again, on the wall at Freebird Live, and it was donated to Project Cold Case specifically for this event, the 5th Annual Year of Hope. And so it's hard to get much better than that when it comes to music memorabilia, especially for us Jacksonville natives who love our Lynyrd Skynyrd. So that'll be available. Obviously, there's going to be a reserve on something like that to make sure that it doesn't fly out the door for pennies on the dollar. So, but come on out and try your hand and bid on a little Jacksonville music history. So, still got more items. I mean, we got like 50 items this year. This is a macrame wall hanging that is still in the process of being constructed. So we got a little sample picture there of some of the detail of it. Come on out on Saturday and check that out. My sister-in-law makes these things, and they're amazing. She's got a little company, and she sells them on Etsy and Instagram. So we want to help her out and thank her for supporting us and donating the macrame. Get into some of the things that we have going on during the event, but we have some people coming in from out of town, including some people coming from Virginia that work and run the innovative forensic DNA, and they do genetic genealogy, which most of you know is the biggest breakthrough in cold case investigation since DNA. They're coming down. They're going to do an event with us called Upload for Justice. I'll talk a little bit about that when we get through the images. But they donated a Virginia's for Lovers package, which comes with a shirt, sticker, spoon, coffee cup, ham, nuts, all kinds of stuff are coming with it. So that'll be really cool too. I'm really excited that they're coming down to donate that. We got more cheese spread and tray, cutting board there, a couple of different cheese spreaders for you to use. So we're trying to be diverse in our items and share as many things as we can and try to generate When I say diverse, I mean, all types of different items and all different price points as well, so that everyone can participate. So our friends up in Virginia have participated, and they've contacted some of their other friends. And so the Elliott Sadler, who is a NASCAR driver, retired NASCAR driver, drove for a long time. He and our friends in Virginia all got together and donated some autographed NASCAR memorabilia from Elliott Sadler and 2 tickets to the Daytona 500, including infield parking. So we're really, really excited about that. I personally have never been to the Daytona 500, so I'll be eyeballing that. But I hope somebody will come outbid me and be able to take their family down to Daytona. Excuse me. We got some modeling going on in our office. So again, we've got, if you'll note there, the Coach purse or Coach clutch. Excuse me. And the silver tassel necklace behind it. Both of those items will be combined for an auction. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water there. Ghetto-cide is a book about homicide, and it's specific to murders that people may not feel the victims are worthy of an investigation because maybe they were into drugs or associated with gangs or prostitutes, and quite honestly, we can't look at murder that way and judge victims. Every victim deserves justice, and every murderer deserves to be held accountable. And Ghetto-cide is an incredibly good book that focuses on that, and in particular focuses on a detective out in L.A. for the LAPD that was a master at his craft of investigating these murders that were nobody would talk, nobody would communicate with law enforcement. His name is Detective John Skaggs, and while he didn't write the book, a good portion of the book is based with him. And he's a supporter of Project Cold Case, a friend of Project Cold Case. So he provided us with a book and signed it that the stories in there were real and that he hopes you enjoy it. So that's pretty cool to get that in the mail from him. That's it. As far as auction items that we're going to show you, there may be a few surprises up our sleeves. There may be a few things that you did not get to see. That's by design. We want you to come out. We are going to do an online auction. Not everything will be online. We're just going to grab a handful of items and kind of do this as a test to see. We have a lot of supporters that are not local or that are local but are unable to attend on Saturday. So we want to be able to give them an opportunity to participate and bid on items that they may want. So keep an eye on our Facebook page for an announcement with a link to that online auction. It'll start a couple days before the event, probably Thursday, and probably run past the event till Monday. So it may not start Friday. I mean, we're still playing with that, but it's going to start a little early and run a little longer for people that aren't able to participate. And we'll give you all that information as we get it. I mentioned that Innovative Forensic DNA does genetic genealogy. They're a sponsor for our event this year. They are bringing 100 home DNA kits with them this year. They're going to set up a table, and they will be collecting DNA samples from anyone that wants to participate, that wants to find out their genealogy, and then hopefully once they get that information, they will upload it to the databases that allow law enforcement to use them to try to solve cold case murders. We will explain all about genetic genealogy and how it works. We'll talk a little bit about the privacy issues that have been brought up, and we'll talk about the importance of opting in and uploading your genetic information to those databases to help law enforcement. Along with Innovative Forensic DNA, who will be providing that service, The Southeastern Homicide Investigators Association will be attending, and will be bringing members that are homicide detectives that will be participating in the DNA upload as well. So you provide the sample at the event. We'll show you how to sign in, create an account, and then we'll help send off all the kits to be tested. Once they're tested, you'll get an email with the results. We ask that if you're going to participate, that then you reach back out to us so we can help you upload that data to the databases and opt in or check the box so that law enforcement can use it, and we can help solve some more murders in this country. So that's going to be a very unique experience to this event. You will have to be there to participate. But again, we'll have 100 DNA kits that will be free to families to use. These are the ones that you see on TV that sell for $100 a piece, but we will be providing them at no cost. So we're excited about that. We're excited to physically perform an act that would hopefully result in cold cases being solved, all across the country. So come out and learn a little bit more about that and participate in that. I want to make specific note and say thank you to the people that make this happen. Some of them in this office: Clinton Richardson, Frida Washington Perez, our interns, Brielle Morning and Maddie, that have been helping us get this stuff ready for this weekend. Our venue, Hardage Giddens, they've helped us out with that venue. This is the second year in a row, and a great partnership. The Finker Frankel Family Foundation, who continues to support Project Cold Case, and we'll have a big announcement about them and their support at the event. I mentioned Innovative Forensic DNA and what they're doing. Our buddy DJ7, Steve Brown, who will be emceeing the event and will be helping us out. Antique and Modern for their contribution and helping support us and sponsor us. They do cabinets, cabinetry, and ClearTax Resolution, also a sponsor. Without them, we certainly wouldn't be able to provide food and non-alcoholic drinks. So we thank them for supporting us and coming out and being a part of this event. One more, little group that I need to thank is Hard Knot Designs, Social Grounds Coffee Company, and Hobie's Honey and General Store again. You will see we're going to have little boxes of branded Project Cold Case products for sale. It will include a bag of coffee, either strawberry rhubarb jelly or apple butter, and a set of coasters with Project Cold Case logo on them. So that's something that we're looking into doing some more branding so that we can create some residual revenue that comes in through stuff like that. These companies have been helpful in assisting us in that, so we're really excited to show that stuff and sell it. And as we've given you all the date, January 25th from 2 to 6. It's come and go, but we'll probably have a program starting about 2:30 talking about what we've accomplished in 2019 and our goals for 2020. We'll launch right into the Upload for Justice campaign for anybody wanting to participate in the DNA and genetic genealogy uploads. And otherwise, you'll just be able to hang out and interact and eat, drink, and enjoy. If you have any more comments, you can list any questions in the comments section. We'll get back to you on those. You can also go to projectcoldcase.org/year of hope. And the information is all there, including ways that you can donate if you're unable to attend. So with that being said, thank you so much. We're really excited about our 5th annual Year of Hope, and we're looking forward to celebrating with you, and hope to see you on Saturday. Watch our remembrances for the victims that were lost this week, and we'll see you on Saturday. Thanks a lot.